Welcome to Daniel Potter's Disneyland Paris Advice. I'm Thomas Ralph. I've put this video together for you to help our members make their way from Gare du Nord in Paris to the Disneyland parks. Whether you've chosen to travel to Gare du Nord to save money or because you've been diverted there, this video will help you to familiarise yourself with the trip so that you won't be stressed. Most of the footage was recorded in November 2017. It was originally going to be a vlog, so we've repurposed things a bit, and I'll be sharing my tips for a good trip as we go along. I hope you'll find this useful. If you're not already a member, please join us on our Facebook group, Daniel Potter's Disneyland Paris Advice. We'll have a link in the comments. It's the start of another trip, another exciting journey. I'm on the Eurostar at about 300 kilometres an hour going across the French countryside, and we're looking forward to our 3-day trip. This is November 2017 and we're off to Disneyland Paris for the Christmas season. It's going to be fun. There's a lot of new shows that I'm looking forward to seeing, and there's a lot of other exciting stuff to go on, so let's see how it goes. Right, we've just got off. It's I think it's platform 5. Platform 5. We've just come off at Gare du Nord. We came out of coach 14, which is towards the front. High numbered coaches are always nearest the exit, so if you do get the chance to select your seat, pick a high numbered coach when you're going towards France and a low numbered coach when you're going towards England. That'll put you through the nearest exit at each end. What we're going to do now is we're going to go and take the rail train to Val d'Europe, where our hotel is. Val d'Europe is home to many of the off-site Disney hotels, and we already have tickets. I'll show you the ticket machine if we pass by. We already have tickets, so we don't need to stop for those. Getting the rail at Gare du Nord needn't be tricky, but we're just coming to the gates. Here you'll find loads and loads and loads of people with billboards and placards. If you have pre-booked a ride, that is normally where they will meet you, at those placards just as you come out the gate. At those placards, at that little waiting point just as you come out the gate, and that's where your lift will be. Don't ever speak to anybody who approaches you at the exit gates, especially if you're not expecting them, and especially if they speak to you in English. There are a lot of touts and scammers that go around Gare du Nord. Sorry, I just heard the French train announcement. I don't know if it'll have picked up, but the French train chime always amuses me. There's a lot of touts, scammers, beggars and so on that hang out around Gare du Nord, so don't speak to anybody you're not expecting to be discussing things with unless they're in like a uniform or something. So this little grey path with the yellow edges is the clear way. You're not meant to stand here, although a few people, everyone does. It's meant to be a clear way for people to walk across to and from the platforms, and then once you've come out of the train, come off the platform and turned left, you'll get to the you'll be getting towards the ticket area, and for local trains the rare RER, and we are getting the rare B, one stop. So here in front of us are all of the ticket machines for intercity trains. You'd need to go off further to the left in order to find the ticket machines for your trains locally, and they're sort of off over to the other side. You can get those tickets with coins or cards. If you want to use banknotes, you need to go down this escalator that we're going down now, which you'll need to go down anyway on your way to the train. You need to use the ticket offices if you're going to use banknotes. So we're following the signs for Rare B. It's going to be up here to the left past the stairs. and we're also passing the ticket office here where it says Billets Paris et Île-de-France. That is where you go if you need assistance to buy ticket. There's loads more ticket machines along here, most of which are coins and bank cards only. If you want to use banknotes again, you will need to use the ticket office. Most people use cards here. So we're going for Gare du Sud. So you can see this sign here, Gare du Sud, towards Aéroport d'Orly. Getting a bit blurred, I can't focus quite well. It is platform number 42, and when you get to these ticket gates, there's one to the right for people with luggage, which allows you to go through. You go through, you press the button to go in, you scan your ticket once you've gone in, and then it'll open at the other side to let you through. It's a bit faffy, but it works most of the time. You're going to try that? You're going to try that? Yeah, so there's a lady with a buggy going through, so once she's gone through, you'll push the button, wait for the exit gate to close, now push the button, you take yourself in, put in your ticket, wait for the door behind you to close, put in your ticket, take your ticket out, and it'll open once it's ready. It's doing a countdown. There you go. And I'll go in the normal way. Okay, so when you've scanned your ticket, let me turn this around. When you've scanned your ticket, it will print a little bit on the front to the back, so you can barely see it just to the top there. It will print a little bit on the front to the back. That's an endorsement to show that it's been through a ticket gate. If you get a ticket inspection, they will sometimes check that, or sometimes they'll run it through the machine. We can proceed to the escalators, and we will go down here. There is a lift to the right as well if you prefer to use that. And unlike the London that we're used to, unlike London, there's no stand on the left rule. It's every man, woman and child for themselves. The lift comes out just here, and you will then proceed forwards to platform number 42. Yes, there are that many platforms at Gare du Nord. It is a large station. Platform 42. If you didn't want to go directly to the platforms, there's a load of shopping and restaurants and cafes inside the ticket gate line that you can try as well. And there is, including a Sephora for those of you interested in your cosmetics, and a Fnac further down the way for those interested in your electronic goods. The platform down here is quite crowded, so I'm going to come back to you in a little while when I'm on the train. When you are looking at the trains here at Gare du Nord, you're going one stop south. All of the trains call at Châtelet-Les-Halles where you need, so you don't need to worry about picking a right or wrong train. Anyone will do on platform 42. Around the buggy. This is change at Châtelet-Les-Halles. It's a bit crowded. Right, there she is. So this was how long it took to change at Châtelet-Les-Halles. Well done. We successfully changed at Châtelet-Les-Halles.
Yeah, that buggy didn't help.
Well, there was a buggy on the way. There's the other train. Here's us on the platform. So let's talk about the right train to get to Marne la Vallee, which is not the one that's about to come. Let's just show that one up here. As you can see here, there is a light-up display showing all of where the train's going to go. Each of the stops is marked At the bottom right hand corner you have Train Court, which stands for short train. If the Train Court marker is lit up, that means the train is only half as long as normal, and so it will only take up half of the platform if you see Train Court marked up. So the signs have lit up for the next train, and the next train is going to Boissy-Saint-Léger, so that isn't any good for us either. So as you can see, our train is in 1 minute. That train to Boissy-Saint-Léger is heading off at the moment. Each of the trains also has a 4-character name. These are 4 letters on suburban trains. They are 4 numbers or mix of letters and numbers on intercity trains. France is very big on identifying the train. So we're going to now see whether or not our train will call it Val d'Europe. It does. So our train will be calling it Val d'Europe. So this is going to be the train that we get in a couple of minutes. It's now decided it's gone back to 13:10, so we'll have a little time to wait. It's not too difficult to get the rare train from Gare du Nord. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it for complete first-timers because it's it can be a bit off-putting rather than getting a train directly to Marne la Vallee chassis, but it isn't hard. We're getting on towards the back of the train because we're getting off at Val d'Europe. That's where the exit is for our hotel. Okay. Well, we made it onto the Rare A. This is a service to Marne la Vallee chassis via Val d'Europe, where we're staying. If you are going on to Marne la Vallee chassis for Disneyland Paris parks, this is the same train that you get. I hope the change has made sense. It's just across the same platform, and so the areas to remember if you're getting it if you're going to Marne la Vallee chassis, you'll want to be about a quarter of the way or 3/4 of the way down the platform. So not in the middle, not at the ends, but in between, if that makes sense. That'll place you near the exit at Marne la Vallee chassis. If you're going to Val d'Europe for the Ibis and the apart hotels, that would be towards the rear of the train. The train journey from Gare du Nord to Châtelet-Léal, where we just changed, is about 4 minutes, and then it's about 45 minutes from Châtelet-Léal on to Marne la Vallee chassis, and a little less to Val d'Europe. It's a double-decker train most of the time, you can go upstairs and downstairs, and there is, as you can see, a reasonably large amount of seating, and there's plenty of standing room as well. All I'd say is if you do move away from the doors, whether you're standing or sitting, because snatch thefts have become common in terms of people waiting for the door alarm to ring and then grabbing bags and jumping out the doors, leaving the owners with nothing or without their bags, suffice it to say. So do be careful, apply common sense just as you would anywhere. Whilst you're on the Rare, you can see the next station and the stations the train will be calling at by checking at the notice board over each of the train doors. So just like here, we've got all of the stations served, and down at the other end, you can see we have those 3 of our remaining stops. Boissy-Saint-Léger, Val d'Europe and Marne la Vallee chassis. We're getting off at Val d'Europe, so I better start getting ready. We weren't able to film coming off the train, but once you get to Marne la Vallee chassis, you just take yourself up in the escalators or the lifts to get to the station exit. You will need your tickets to get through the ticket gates to exit, so do make sure you keep those with you. Marne la Vallee chassis is the terminus of all of the Rare A trains going that direction, so you can't miss your stop.
The station's right outside Disney Village, so once you get out, you'll be able to walk or take the shuttle buses to your hotel. And if you've paid for Disney Express, you just go up another level to the first floor of the station where you can drop off your bags and collect your park tickets and other paperwork. The relay and casino stores in the station, as well as the range of vending machines, are also good options there before you leave to pick up some cheaper drinks and snacks and save a bit of money as compared to park prices. We hope you found this video useful. We've got a guide to the trip back from Disneyland Paris to Gare du Nord, which we'll be adding as well to the same channel. For more great tips on your trip to Disneyland Paris, please join us at Daniel Potter's Disneyland Paris Advice on Facebook. And if you found the video useful, please like it and do subscribe to our channel where we'll be uploading more videos in the future. Thank you for watching. My name's Thomas Ralph. Have a lovely day.